Happy Halloween! Today my goal is to try to read one book in one day. This is the book. I started it this morning and I'm only a few pages in. And so far it is very interesting. I'm curious about how the book is going to go because it's basically about these boys that sign up for like a competition, but the competition is just seeing how long they can walk, and they maybe die if they don't keep walking. Unsure. Officially a third of the way through. That's not true. A quarter of the way through. And it's not as graphic as I was scared it was gonna be, so that's a nice surprise. And the thing about Stephen King's writing is that it is just so easy to read. Like, the words just flow off the paper, and I will think, okay, I'm gonna read just a few more pages before I do XYZ, and then it will be 5 minutes and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to stop reading. But it's just like, his writing is just so smooth. I don't know what the right word is, but his writing is just very easy to read. So despite the fact that this book is just about a group of boys walking, that's like the main premise, it is still entertaining. I'm very curious to find out what the prize is, because we still don't really know. We just know that they get something, which is like anything that they want, I guess. I did see a spoiler when I looked to see how many pages there are in the book. I saw a spoiler. But it's okay. I will press on. I decided that once I make it to the third waypoint, not halfway, but once I'm a third through, I'm gonna go and get some snacks to get me through the rest of this book and the rest of this day. There's a squirrel outside my window. That's concerning, but I'm gonna go get some snacks. Now, I don't think I ever actually explained the plot of this book, but basically, maybe I did. Like, it's a competition where this group of 100 boys has to keep walking, and the last one gets a prize. I remember talking about the prize. Gets a prize and money or something. And as they're walking, it's like down like main streets, just this one long road that eventually turns into like a highway. And as they're walking, they get 3 warnings, and then after the 4th warning, they're dead. They buy a ticket. That's how they like talk about it in the book. And so you're following Ray Garrity. He's like the main character. It's kind of like from his perspective. And he seems like pretty well-liked guy from most of the other boys that are walking. I think you have to be under 18 to do it. So anyway, that's why I keep saying boys. So anyway, the whole like premise is like, this is televised. People are placing bets on who they think is gonna win, and Garrity has a lot of people supporting him because he's from Maine, and the walk starts in Maine and then goes to New Hampshire and Massachusetts, but only like 6 times has it ever even gotten to New Hampshire before the winner survives. I don't know what the word is, but the book as a whole definitely makes me rethink like watching competition shows. Like, it does kind of remind me of Survivor, just in the sense of like people pushing their bodies as far as they can go. Survivor, it isn't quite life or death, but it does kind of make me think about like watching people kind of sacrificing their bodies for my entertainment. And I don't know. It's the same way that I feel about sports. I think sports is more intense because people get severely injured consistently. And that kind of just feels like gladiator era of entertainment where you're like watching people sacrifice their bodies for this game. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, each chapter starts with a quote from like a game show host, which I also think is very pointed at people watching games and game shows for their entertainment, I guess. Yeah, so that's it. I'm about halfway, I would say. So it's time for snacks. I'm about 3/4 of the way through, and I really don't know how this book is going to end, even though I know a spoiler. In my head, I guess I was thinking would maybe be like a dystopian, we're gonna overthrow the people that are in charge of the walk kind of book. But I think it's just gonna be the walk. And I think Garrity is gonna be the last man walking, I guess. I just have no idea like how we're gonna get there in this many pages. Like there's still like 50 of the boys walking. So I'm not really sure how we're gonna see that happen in this much book. I only have 30 more pages. And there's still so many of the boys that are alive. And I just don't understand. I don't understand how this book is going to finish. I don't get it. Yeah, that's the update. I'm gonna get ready for bed and probably finish this in bed. I just finished. I finished. I finished. I read one book in a day. Yay! What a weird book. That's kind of it. Kind of a weird book. I don't want to give any spoilers. But yeah, weird book. I don't really see what the point of it is, other than maybe like a commentary on spectating and like how we find entertainment. Yeah, I accomplished my goal. Was it that enjoyable? Not really. Would I recommend this book to anyone? Probably not. I think I would maybe rate it 3 stars, solely because of the writing style, but I didn't really connect with any of the characters. I felt like it was a very masculine book, like the way that women were kind of described. I was like, okay. So yeah, not like an amazing book, but like a well-written book. I don't really know how to explain it. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining me, and have a great night.